Something else that we cover in the Human Growth Development Recovery series are the different body syndromes. We have a tendency to store some of our emotional stressors in very visible ways throughout our physical being, and one of those is called the crying syndrome. We cover 5, but I'll talk about them briefly here. The first, crying syndrome, is just that. If we have suppressed grief, it can make us look like we've been crying. This is for some of those issues that don't seem medically explainable and have a larger emotional component to them in a way that expresses through the body. Suppressed emotion is theorized to express through the body in visible ways as a communication to us about what we can go back in and deal with. And sometimes they get suppressed through stressful periods where we don't have time to reflect upon these suppressed emotions. So that's the first one, the crying syndrome. The second one is something that has to do with shoulders and responsibilities. We can place a lot of stress from responsibilities into our shoulders, and when we start going in and renegotiating our perspectives and feelings about our responsibilities, we can relieve some of that stress and release some of the pain from the shoulders. The arms and the hands are also another mind-body syndrome called the reaching syndrome. And sometimes when we have had stress from reaching out, either from being rejected or from being afraid to reach out for other reasons, we can find stress being held in the arms and the hands and the wrists. And that's where some of our clients' symptoms will express, is through the arms and no other place. The same goes for the legs. That's called the fleeing syndrome. If there's something that subconsciously we feel stress from, the need to run away from something, such as running away from a stressful work situation or a stressful relationship or something that we feel we can't run away from, we can put the stress into our legs and we can experience some pain there that doesn't express any other place through the body. And of course, we've got the sexual body syndrome, when we have any kind of stress from sexual energy, be it from a past sexual trauma. We might store some of our stress patterns in that area of the body, and that's where many of our milder chronic pain and stress symptoms manifest. And we cover different ways of going in and working with those in a way that assists our clients in working through their subconscious conflicts and leading them back to that state of balance and helping them find that peace again and living more comfortably in their bodies. So those are also covered in these courses. So we work, of course, more closely with the patterns in the body, but still incorporating those emotional, imponderable signatures as a way of re-entrainment for their comfort.